Hello, and welcome back to another Daily Top 10's Top 10 video. Today, we're going to be looking at the top 10 biggest gambling losses. When it was time to go big or go home, these 10 gamblers decided to go for big. But all that meant was they went home with nothing. Here are 10 cautionary tales you won't forget. Number 10. Robert Maxwell, $2.25 million. What a difference 3 minutes can make. First, you have a little over $2 million, then you most certainly do not. What's more, media tycoon Robert Maxwell was industrious when it came to losing big. Perhaps it would have taken him more than 9 minutes to lose $2 million if he wasn't playing on 3 roulette wheels concurrently. Now that's dedication to gambling. Number 9. Jimmy White, $3.15 million. He might be a professional snooker player, but Jimmy White found that the vast sums of money he made from his career wasn't nearly enough to cover his drinking and gambling addictions. White estimated that he had lost over £2 million on cards, casinos, horses, and dog racing. Today, though, White will play cards recreationally but never place a bet. Number 8. Akio Kashiwagi, $10.5 million. At the time, the baccarat player Akio Kashiwagi was found murdered in 1992, having been stabbed with a samurai sword a shocking 150 times. He owed various casinos at least $9 million US. 2 years earlier, 1990, however, Kashiwagi made a deal to bet $12 million at a casino, but then reneging after he had lost over $10 million. He left the casino with the remaining $2 million and a place at number 8 on this countdown. Number 7. Maureen O'Connor, $13 million. You never want to hear about elected public servants treating others' money like their own, particularly when the numbers are as high as $1 billion. That's how much Maureen O'Connor, the former mayor of San Diego, spent on video poker games over a period of 10 years. Much of the money was from the estate of her late husband, the founder of successful fast food chain Jack in the Box. However, when funds got low, O'Connor stole $2 million from her husband's charity. The charity foundation folded due to her misuse of funds, with O'Connor still owing over $13 million in debt.
Listen to this one. An ex-mayor's gambling addiction got so bad, she took millions from her late husband's charity to feed it. But before I get to the why here, and believe me, it's actually not the obvious, let me just first tell you this. Former San Diego Mayor Maureen O'Connor admits she gambled away $1 billion with a B dollars, most of it on video poker. O'Connor was married to the founder of the Jack in the Box hamburger chain, and here's the thing. She won't be prosecuted, at least for now, because of a medical condition. What?
Number 6. Kerry Kakavas, $20.5 million. Think Maureen O'Connor spent up big with $1 billion? Try Australian real estate baron Kerry Kakavas. He put $1.5 billion down on the table, and he did it in the space of just 13 months. Unlucky for some, Harry. He managed to rack up over $20 million in debts through that time, and even stole $286,000 to try to keep his gambling addiction afloat. But Harry had one last roll of the dice. He sued the casino in court, claiming it had taken advantage of his addiction. The courts thankfully did not agree. Number 5. Archie Karas, $40 million. Archie Karas is the man who rose from the bottom to the top, then went straight back down to the bottom again. The poker pro went on what is still to this day the longest winning streak in poker history, starting with just $50 in 1992 and ending with $40 million in 1995. Staggering, right? He lost it all over the next 3 weeks.
This morning, California police say one of the game's biggest names is a real-life big cheat. 62-year-old Archie Karas, an idol among card sharks,
Archie is a living legend.
is behind bars. Karas was arrested at his home in Las Vegas this week after authorities in San Diego said in a statement Karas was caught on surveillance cameras marking cards at a blackjack table in July.
Number 4, Kerry Packer, 42.6 million. Look at this guy. Australia's richest man was worth 4.6 billion at the time of these losses. So the infuriating thing is that he probably didn't even care about frittering away close to $50 million over the course of just 1 year. How did he do it? Well, there was a 3-day stint in Las Vegas where he lost 21 million at the baccarat table. Then there were the 3 weeks at Cockford's Casino in London when he scored the dubious honor of biggest gambling loss in British history. That's another 17 million. Maybe he didn't blink because of all those times when the shoe was on the other foot. Packer has won 21 million playing cards at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas. Number 3, Omar Siddiqui, 65 million. When you bet as much as $125,000 a hand at blackjack, you're asking for trouble. And trouble certainly found Omar Siddiqui. On 1 day alone, he lost 8 million. That's the sort of thing that happens to someone who spends $162 million at the gambling table. It was when he attempted to defraud his employer out of $87 million to help cover his debts that things really began to fall apart. He was caught, went on trial, and sentenced to 6 years in the slammer. Number 2, Zhenli Ye Gon, 125 million. Gon may have banked 350 million as the CEO of United Farm Chem, but that doesn't mean it was a good idea to lose 85 million at one Las Vegas casino and 40 million at assorted others. It was particularly problematic for Gon that he had made a lot of that original 350 million through illegal organized crime and synthetic drug production schemes. As is often the case with these things, events caught up with him, and when his Mexico City home was raided in 2007, a whopping $207 million in US bills was found just sitting on the floor. Needless to say, Gon is in prison now. Number 1, Terri Watanabe, 204 million. At number 1 on our list of the top 10 biggest gambling losses is Terri Watanabe, the man who regularly lost $5 million at the blackjack table a night. It took him 6 months to lose 50 million, another 1 month's hard work, and he'd frittered away 100 million. By the end of the 12-month period, Watanabe had blown $204 million. That's the sort of commitment to losing that gets you to the top of this list. Thanks for watching another Daily Top 10's Top 10 video. And remember, it's our duty to entertain and yours to subscribe.
Hello, my children. This is Jesus here, reaching out to you from above to say you are nearly in my good books and to come join me in my kingdom. But first, you must subscribe to Daily Top 10s, or thou shalt deem you unworthy of my kingdom. So, subscribe now.